Crowhill here. Today we review a stout and discuss the mailbag. Hello and welcome to Beer and Conversation with Pigweed and Crowhill. Good evening, Pigweed.
Good evening, Crowhill.
What's on your mind today?
Well, this mailbag is getting so heavy I can hardly lift it.
I know, it's getting ridiculous. We haven't addressed enough of these questions. We've been going on too long.
No. Sometimes some people have some good points, and sometimes I might just have to shoot it right down.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But let me shoot this down my gullet.
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, so this is from Victory Brewing. It's called Layered Up Wintertime Stout. Get cozy this winter with the complex layers of our newest release, Layered Up. This smooth-bodied stout starts with a roasty richness and a hint of dark, unsweetened chocolate, followed by notes of biscuit. All right, well, let's see.
I like that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds wintry,
good. Yes.
And smells great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's got all kinds of.
Yeah, lots of dark notes going on in that smell. Yeah, right, very good.
And it's completely black.
Ah, it's got a good roasty stout flavor to it. Yeah.
Oh yes. To me that roasty dryness is what tells me it's a stout, not
a porter. Exactly. Yeah. But
chocolatey, biscuit.
I'm not tasting the biscuit, but I'm getting the chocolatey flavor. I'm definitely getting the roasty flavor.
And very
nice
wintertime stout.
Yeah.
Very wintry. And
very
good. All right, give the people what they want.
All right, so what have we got?
I'll start. So this is a Gator Boy says.
Gator Boy, yeah.
I listened to the Crampus show. It wasn't really the Crampus show. It was actually Hans Christian Andersen. And then I gave Krampus our Man of the Week.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right, and he says. Does Santa really need an evil counterpart? I think is what I was kind of arguing. I was arguing. I was pro Krampus.
Yes, you were pro Krampus.
And he says, I agree about a lack of consequences and accountability, but would you actually not give Christmas presents or coal in a stocking to a kid that had been bad all year? All right, you're kind of calling me out on this. I think it's more of a theoretical than an actual...
Yeah, it's a hard question. It's a very hard question because you want kids to understand there are consequences to their actions. At the same time, you want them to understand that you love them unconditionally.
Right.
I mean, actually...
don't say unconditional.
I don't like that. that love unconditional. That's like modern Ghibli blue.
Yeah.
No, you don't love them unconditionally.
Yes, there are actual things.
There are actually things they could do where I would not love you anymore. I'm sorry. That's the way.
They do exist.
It does
but I like
exist.
the idea that Jimmy, Tommy, and Billy are sitting on the couch, and Jimmy and Tommy have these big piles of presents, and then Tommy has like one present and a candy cane, and he's like, "Oh, come on in and get as many presents." And you say, "Tommy, were you a good boy last year?" And he hangs his head. No. Like, well. Maybe next year you'll think about it, huh?
Yeah.
So I mean, I kind of like that. I kind of like that would happen. But Gator Boy's asking, would I do that?
It's hard. And the thing is,
it depends. Actually, depends on just how rotten that kid was.
Yeah, we've totally lost the concept of holding people responsible for things. You know, it's.
But the question is.
The question is fair.
Would I do right? But would Christmas Day be the day?
I know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Is that the day to do it? There's 364 other days in which you can give Billy a lesson.
I don't know. I'm still pro Crampus.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Pentamom was taking us to task for our geographical ignorance. When we were talking about...
Macias Nguema, the terrible dictator of Equatorial Guinea.
Equatorial Guinea. So we started talking about Equatorial Guinea, and I made some stupid comment about, isn't there one in South America? So Pentamom says, the country in South America is Guyana, not Guinea. Yeah. The three Guinea countries are in Africa, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, and Equatorial Guinea.
Okay.
Papua New Guinea is an independent country that shares an island, which is itself called New Guinea, with part of Indonesia. So
there are actually 4 countries.
Yeah.
I remember.
So the real point here is that we need Pentamom to come with us to trivia.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yes, because we actually...
Because I think we got this wrong at
trivia night. Yes, we totally failed it. And you think we would have learned something?
Yeah, we'd like go home and look it up, but we didn't. Yeah.
All right. Well, Knucklehead comments on the Oxycontin show.
Oh yeah.
he says, you seem to make it clear that the Sackler family is very much responsible for the current opioid crisis.
Yeah.
But you did not mention what are the consequences. Has the Sackler family suffered? Are they bankrupt or in jail? And I had to go back and listen to the show because I really wanted to get to that point.
Yeah.
But apparently we didn't cover that.
Yeah, unfortunately they're not.
And I think Knucklehead actually does know the answer. He just wants to bring it to my attention.
Yeah.
And the fact is, no, they haven't.
They're not in jail.
They're not in jail. They're not bankrupt. So currently, the family has agreed to contribute $6 billion to Purdue's reorganization fund. Well, I'm not sure what that means, but $6 billion that they're going to have to pay up to these states that are that they're being sued by, right?
Yeah.
On the condition that Sacklers receive a release from civil liability.
Which, yeah. So the point here is that they give up some money, but they don't go to jail. They don't have any other personal liability.
And this is a one and done.
Yeah.
We're not going to. They're saying we'll pay this outright, but you can't keep coming back.
Yeah. After that, you got to leave us alone.
And so the Supreme Court blocked this deal, but it's funny that some of the states are actually
they want the money. They want the money because they've got.
You want to litigate this for 10 more years to get some more money out of them?
That's the problem. I mean, that's what lawyers do.
That's their job, right?
They keep things going on in the court and on and on and on because they're racking up legal fees, and that's to their benefit. It's not to their benefit to resolve the problem quickly. And these guys are saying, look, we want the money now so we can start applying it towards drug rehab programs and other kinds of things.
We have all kinds of needs for this, and just because we think you can get more in the future, you can make the family suffer. I'd love to see that happen too.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have the money now. But what kind of position are you in where you're going to pay out $6 billion and it's really not going to hurt the family that much? Jeez. Gosh, well, thanks, Knucklehead. We can clear that up. I don't know if that's satisfying to anybody.
I don't know. So JR asks, what do we think about Taylor Swift as Times Man of the Year and the fact that some universities are teaching courses on Taylor Swift? So let's take those one at a time. First, Taylor Swift is Times Man of the Year. What do you think about that?
All right.
By the way, we will not say Person of the Year on this show. It violates our editorial policy. It's Times Man of the Year. Yeah.
How about a chairman of the board? Are you okay? Would it matter what their genitalia looks like?
Chairman is the way it goes.
Okay.
Right. My question is, who else would it be? I mean, Taylor Swift, whatever you think about her and her music and her attitude on life and her whatever else, she has an extraordinary following.
Yeah.
She's been amazingly successful. Her Eros tour, or whatever it was called, brought in, a zillion people. People flew here from planet Zorkon to attend her concert.
No, she's a force, and personally, I like her, but I would think that Times Man of the Year, I don't know, an entertainer. I don't know.
Well, I guess the other question is, though, who is she competing against? Who else did something significant in this dumb year of 2023 that...
I would think that Time would think that Zelensky would be more of a Man of the Year. To me, it's I don't know what the long history of Man of the Year, if Times Man of the Year is, but it just seems to be trivializing, that having an entertainer just shows where we are as a people. Like that.
Okay.
That entertainers are now more important than people doing serious work. I heard somebody mention that in many states, the highest paid public employee is the university football coach, who makes more than the university president and more than the governor. And just a little bit about, with Taylor Swift as Man of the Year, and this coaches and the money that we pay athletes, something about our priorities is a little bit messed up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But what I would never say is the government needs to come in and correct this matter.
That's certainly true.
Right?
Yeah.
So like, we're just going to have to live.
Time can do what the heck they want.
And, and the NFL can pay and the Baltimore Ravens can pay a quarterback $500 million. It seems ridiculous, but the only alternative to that is that some legislature decides how much a football player can make?
Yeah, that doesn't work either. Yeah, so now the second part of it, universities having courses on her, and to me that it depends on what the courses are. If the courses are about...
there are sillier courses, I'm sure.
Yeah, but if the courses are about like trying to make sense of her lyrics, no. If the courses are about studying her incredibly good business sense and the way she's been able to, create this incredible
an empire. As
like, it seems
young,
like that should be a business course.
And how not to let fame destroy you. Right?
Well,
I mean, she seems to have kept her head on her shoulders. Now she's 32. I think it's time for her and this football player to get married and make some babies.
That'd be nice.
How about 10 of them? What about...
Well, she's a little old for having 10, but...
Tom Brady and a Brazilian supermodel. Please tell me they had 8 or 9. Populate the world with get these genes out there.
Get the genes going. So, courses about her? Yes, depending on what the courses are.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, not what is he? Not you don't want to study her lyrics in literature class.
No, I don't think. No, I don't think there were. Well, maybe there were. I don't know. I don't think so. But I would like to see business classes about how did she do this. She's pretty amazing.
Like pop icons.
Yeah, the sociology of it? There's certainly an angle there.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, what are the elements that make her distinguishes her from so many other of these?
Yeah. Why did she become so popular? Those are interesting questions.
That's not a terrible question.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you got for
us?
us?
I got Ding Dong 99.
Ding Dong, yeah. Did you ever eat a Ding Dong? You remember those things?
I do remember Ding Dongs. Now, this is like a on this date story.
Yeah.
So somebody sent a link to this. On this date. So on this date, this was from December, December 17th, 1996. All right. So the show that Ding Dong is referencing is the
Apparitions show.
The show on it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the image that was in Clearwater, Florida? Our Lady of Clearwater.
Oh, no, I don't.
Maybe this will refresh your memory.
Oh, look at that. In a window?
Yeah, well, this is an exterior wall of a financial building.
Okay.
And it's huge.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's a very impressionistic, hologrammy kind of an image.
Yeah.
I kind of do remember this. But what I was surprised about... So it looks like the Virgin Mary, without a face, really. But but anyway, people lined up. People got married in front of it. There were people were lit candles, rosary beads. People were selling T-shirts. The whole thing. So the skeptical earthly explanation was that it's caused by reclaimed water from sprinklers. So I figured that must be like they turned the sprinklers on one day, got this, everybody got excited about it.
And they turned off the sprinklers? What happened?
No, but listen, I don't really know. This article's very short. It says, an image of Mary beamed on the south side of the 22,000 foot tall building.
No, it's not 22,000 feet
tall. No, it's not. What are you doing? It's not 22,000. It's like a couple stories.
Yes.
Anyway,
that's crazy. It's 4.5 miles.
Local news reporters caught wind of the phenomenon, and within weeks, crowds swelled by the thousands. So you're telling me this image stayed up there for weeks?
Right. That is a little weird.
So it was on the side of a financial building in Clearwater, Florida. So, well, thank you, Ding Dong. No, but Our Lady of Clearwater, Florida, did not make it to the list of the popes of the Vatican's official
apparitions.
No, but thanks for the reminder.
Yes. All right. So next one, Montpelier asks.
Yeah.
when are you guys going to upgrade your audio?
Really? Because I thought
we did that. I thought we had. You see these microphones? We used to have these cardboard things up here.
Yeah, using the cameras. Mike.
Using just the cameras, Mike. Now we've got these nice microphones. We did upgrade the audio.
I don't know. Maybe we have had a couple of blunders.
Yeah.
And maybe he caught a bad show.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think all in all, the sound has improved.
I thought we've improved the sound, but okay. If that's not good enough, then we're going to have to call who's the Sackler family and ask them for a contribution to get a better audio.
You could toss around $6 billion.
I know. Come on, you could buy us some new microphones. Sound system. Hire somebody over there to run this.
Although
thing.
We didn't speak that highly of them.
No, they might not be inclined.
No. Are you ready for? I got another one.
Mm-hmm.
This one's from Be More Bob. Mm-hmm. Presumably he's
Baltimore.
local.
I hope. Yeah.
He writes, Baltimore's mayor, Brandon Scott, welcomed his first child. Isn't that great?
Yes.
And you're going to find that that's actually sarcasm.
Okay.
Followed by, he knocked up his girlfriend and received nothing but applause and congratulations. What does that say about us?
Well, what that says about us is that we're not willing to hold up any moral standards about sexual conduct.
Oh,
well, that's not quite true. That we'll say that rape is wrong, but we're not. But we're not willing to hold up any kind of standards about consensual sex.
How many political careers have been ruined from knocking up a girlfriend out of wedlock?
Even less than that. Remember the guy who was on the monkey business? Hart, was that his name? He was on the boat called the Monkey Business.
Yeah. Gary Hart.
Gary Hart, yeah. And his political career was ruined because he was hanging out with.
He had a floozy sitting on his lap.
Yeah,
and he wasn't even married.
Yeah, they didn't have a child or anything.
I remember in the summertime they said, "Oh, she's pregnant," and I'm like, "All right." And now what? So now
has he at least married the woman?
Not yet. But they are engaged.
Okay.
Why didn't you engage her when she got pregnant? And you could have said yes. Yeah. Well, and then when the dates didn't align up, that she turned out when the baby was born 7 months after they were married. Yeah. Then you could say yeah, and then we would no. He's now getting around to now that the baby's born. Now he's getting around to marrying her. And yes, every story.
Everything has to be congratulatory.
Every news outlet.
Isn't this lovely?
Lovely?
Look, you knock somebody up, you get her pregnant, you marry her.
And so I guess...
you don't wait until you have, the fancy ceremony or anything. No, just go down to the Justice of the Peace or whatever you're going to do and get married.
Yeah. What did you say? What was your reaction when I told you about this story? Defining down
deviancy down. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We are defining.
Yeah, we're like, down. You know what? Yes, that used to be considered a bad thing, and
now it's just okay. Not only is it okay, we clap. Yeah. All right, I got one more. Joe 43 says, after your show about the Flashman incident, I did some research and I couldn't find any evidence that it ever happened.
He's talking about the book.
The book, yeah, the Flashman book.
The Flashman book
that got put in the little library and caused the big scandal and all that kind of stuff.
Caused the big scandal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he was so excited about the story itself. He didn't listen to the last 3 minutes.
Didn't listen all the way through the end of the podcast, because I remember at the end of the podcast we came clean and said that we made the whole thing up.
Yes, but it was a little sneaky and dirty. It was the next best thing after the War of the Worlds incident. For people who tuned in after the disclaimer, right? And
it was a popular episode. First. It was a popular episode, and we got a couple likes and things. So it's a good episode. Listen to it. It's fun.
It's the Flashman incident.
The Flashman incident. Yes. Yeah, but no, it didn't really happen.
No, it didn't really happen, and
But it's emblematic of something that might happen. That's why it's so good.
Right. It's true without being true.
Yeah, exactly. It's truthy. It's truthy. So, okay, thank you very much for the comments and the questions and everything. If you want to write to the show, pigweedshow@gmail.com, and thanks so much for listening, and we appreciate the feedback,
Yeah.
and we want
good.
to hear some more.
Yeah, good to hear
All
from
right.
you.
Cheers. Thanks so much for listening to Beer and Conversation with Pigweed and Crowhill. Remember to visit us at pigweedandcrowhill.com or send us an email at pigweedshow@gmail.com.